Right now I'm just in the phase of what lane do I want to have?
Okay, what's the options?
I want to do something you haven't done.
Okay.
I want to be a DJ.
Okay, Brooklyn.
So I feel like DJing is cool because it's still music.
Law school is still off the table?
Maybe in a few years.
Did Riley really spend $14,000 in one night using her mom's credit card? Hold up, did Riley really blow $14,000 in just one night and charge it all to her mom's credit card? That's not a rumor. It actually happened, and her mom, Kandi Burruss, just found out. Let's just say she wasn't pleased at all. So, what went down that night? Was it just a wild outing with friends gone too far? Or is this another sign that Riley's life in New York City is spinning out of control? If you've been following her on NextGen NYC, you've seen how Riley lives: exclusive rooftop parties, expensive restaurants, designer outfits. It's the full glam lifestyle. But in the latest episode, things took a serious turn. That night, Riley and her friends partied at a high-end club.
So let's talk about it, you guys. If you don't know, Bravo just announced that they're having a new reality show and I'm on it. And it comes out June 3rd, so stay on the lookout. Actually, the past couple weeks have been a bit surreal with all the press that's been going on around it. And I feel like so many people reaching out now.
They enjoyed everything you could imagine: bottle service, private tables, the best drinks, and VIP treatment. Sounds like a typical celebrity night out, right? But this time, it ended with a shocking twist. The total bill for the night came to $14,000. Now, here's where the drama starts. Riley didn't even use her own money. She used her mom's credit card without asking. She later admitted on camera that she paid her share, which was about $7,000, using her mom's card. Yes, you read that right. Riley casually swiped Kandi's card for thousands of dollars as if it were no big deal. And the rest of the bill was split among her friends.
As a Black woman, you're the minority, and it's okay. You have learned how to, make friends in all different circles from all walks of life, and that's one thing that I'm proud of you about. And you're not afraid to speak up for yourself, which you should not be. He's gonna have to learn to deal with Black women, and if this is his first lesson, then let that be it.
Kandi finds out. When Kandi saw the charge on her statement, she was completely caught off guard. Riley hadn't even told her about it. It only came up after the transaction was flagged. That's when Kandi went into full-on mom mode. On the show, we see Kandi sitting across from her daughter, clearly upset. She tosses a napkin in frustration and says, "Girl, what are you doing?" Her tone wasn't loud, but you could feel the disappointment. She wasn't just mad about the money. This was deeper than that. "You have way too much access to be wasting money like this," Kandi told her. And she was right to be concerned. It's not just about dollars and cents. For Kandi, this was about respect, boundaries, and accountability.
My mom is Kandi Burruss, and people might remember me from Real Housewives of Atlanta as a kid.
I'm a TV person in Montana's off.
You saying you'd rather not talk to me and watch TV? Is that what you're trying to say to me?
No.
This isn't the first time. Here's the thing: this wasn't some one-time mistake. Kandi has been worried about Riley's spending habits for a while now. In earlier episodes, she even warned her about becoming too comfortable with the perks of growing up in a famous family. She once said Riley didn't always seem to understand how much effort it takes to build the life she's living. According to Kandi, her daughter is used to having things handed to her and might not fully grasp the value of money. So when this $14,000 night happened, it wasn't just a surprise, it was the final straw. It brought all those concerns front and center. Kandi's ultimatum. Long before this club night, Kandi gave Riley a clear deadline. She had 1 year to figure out what she wanted to do: either go to law school or get a real job. After that, Kandi made it clear: no more financial support. This wasn't meant to be mean or controlling. Kandi just wants her daughter to stand on her own 2 feet. She's not raising someone to live off her fame forever. She wants Riley to develop her own path and take initiative. But wait, isn't Riley already working? Some fans might be wondering, Doesn't Riley have a job already? Yes, she does. Riley has partnered with brands like Makeup Forever and Dark and Lovely. She has influence and a decent following online. She's not broke. She's making money, but that doesn't mean she's managing it well. Swiping $7,000 on someone else's card for a night out isn't what you'd call smart financial planning. Even if she earns income from brand deals, that doesn't give her the green light to be careless. And Kandi knows that. She's trying to guide Riley before she wastes her opportunities. So what's Riley's plan? That's part of the issue. There isn't a clear plan right now. Riley's mentioned possibly going to law school. Then she talks about DJing. Other times, she hints at music. One moment she's serious about academics, and the next she's diving back into the nightlife. It's obvious Riley is exploring her options, but that lack of focus is starting to worry her mom. Kandi doesn't know what direction Riley is heading in, and it seems like Riley's ignoring the boundaries her mom is trying to put in place. Is this normal for someone her age? Let's be honest, many 22-year-olds make questionable choices. At that age, most of us weren't exactly models of maturity. Living in a big city like New York, making new friends, trying new things, it all comes with a learning curve. But not everyone has the same circumstances. Riley didn't grow up like most people. She's been in the public eye since she was a child, thanks to her mom's career on Real Housewives of Atlanta and in the music industry. Because of that, everything Riley does gets attention. When she makes a mistake, it's not just a personal lesson, it's national news. That kind of pressure makes her situation very different from the average young adult. What are people saying? Not everyone is cutting Riley some slack. On Reddit and other social media platforms, people are calling her spoiled, out of touch, and entitled. Some even accuse her of pretending she has the kind of money celebrities like Bianca have, when she's still relying on her mom. But let's be fair, Riley isn't all bad. She's had mature moments on the show, like when a co-star called her scary and she calmly responded, "I'm not scary, I'm just straightforward." That showed a level of self-awareness you don't always see on reality TV. She's also been open about wanting to grow outside of her mom's shadow. Moving to Brooklyn was a big step. Living in NYC is no joke, especially when rent is sky high. She's trying to be independent. But charging $7,000 to your mom's card does make it harder to take that independence seriously. What's next for Riley? So where does she go from here? There are a few different paths Riley could take. Law school, she's talked about it, and if she chooses this route, it would show she's thinking long-term. It would also mean less partying and more structure. Influencer career, Riley already has partnerships and an online presence. If she took this seriously, posted consistently, and worked with brands that matched her personality, she could definitely support herself. Music or DJing, she's shown interest in creative fields like DJing. If she commits to this, it could be a unique path away from reality TV. Whatever she decides, one thing is certain, Kandi's deadline is still ticking. She wasn't joking when she said Riley has a year to get it together. If Riley doesn't find her direction soon, the financial support might stop for good. And now that this $14,000 situation has gone public, Kandi might not be so lenient anymore. Final thoughts. This wasn't just a wild night at the club. It was a wake-up call. Riley has grown up in the spotlight, and while that comes with perks, it also comes with responsibilities. She's at a turning point now. The next steps she takes could define her future, whether that's building a serious career or continuing to coast on her family's name. So now that we've broken everything down, Riley's $14,000 night out, the credit card drama, her mom Kandi Burruss's reaction, and the bigger issues at play, here's the real question. Where does Riley go from here? Let's be real, this isn't just about one expensive club night. This moment is symbolic of something bigger, a turning point in Riley's life. She's 22 years old, standing at a crossroads between being a dependent daughter of a celebrity and becoming a self-sufficient adult who can take control of her own future. Kandi gave her a timeline: 1 year to figure things out. That means Riley has a choice to make, and soon. Does she step into adulthood and build her own career? Or does she continue to rely on the comfort that comes with having a famous mom? So now the world is watching. Will Riley take this moment as a wake-up call? Will she shift gears and finally start building a solid foundation, whether that's in law, business, music, or influencing? Or will she keep pushing the limits until those safety nets are gone? One thing's for sure, the clock is ticking. And what she does next could shape her future for years to come. And that's where I want to hear from you. What do you think? Was Riley just being young and careless? Or does this point to a deeper issue of entitlement and irresponsibility? Do you think Kandi was right to draw that line, and do you believe Riley is ready to grow up and face real-world responsibilities? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Be honest, be respectful, and let's start a real conversation. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. I'll be keeping an eye on Riley's journey, and trust me, this story is far from over. Until next time, stay grounded, stay smart with your money, and remember, adulthood isn't about having it all figured out. It's about learning, growing, and owning your choices. Peace. And what she does next could shape her future for years to come. And that's where I want to hear from you. What do you think? Was Riley just being young and careless? Or does this point to a deeper issue of entitlement and irresponsibility? Do you think Kandi was right to draw that line, and do you believe Riley is ready to grow up and face real-world responsibilities? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Be honest, be respectful, and let's start a real conversation. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. I'll be keeping an eye on Riley's journey, and trust me, this story is far from over. Until next time, stay grounded, stay smart with your money, and remember, adulthood isn't about having it all figured out. It's about learning, growing, and owning your choices.